This is what $500,000 gets you in Sarasota, Florida.
We're getting started right now. So we've got some listings pulled up. We're going to go through kind of what they cost, why they cost what they cost, location, all that kind of stuff. So first one up towards the northern end of Sarasota, kind of east too, you can see, I mean, where homes start pushing towards 75, which can save you some money because you're not as close to the beach and you're east of the trail. A lot of people say east of the trail. That means east of Tamiami Trail, which is like one of the main roads that goes through Sarasota, and being west of it puts you really close to the beach.
Yes, and it puts you a little farther away from the downtown as well.
Yeah, but it is nice to be closer to 75 in some regards. If you're trying to get north and south more quickly, then it's a nice perk to have, and to get to like the UTC shopping area. So this is a 2,065 square feet for $500,000. That is not very bad at all.
The first photo looks like a really nice home, so I'm curious to see the inside of it.
It's got some unique touches throughout. It's got character. I like it.
And you can tell it's a little older, but it doesn't look outdated by any means.
Yeah, it doesn't scream crazy old.
Yeah, and really nice big slider doors. Whole wall basically of sliders. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a huge perk to have that as a room in there. And I'm wondering, oh yeah, that's a huge yard. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at a couple of these up close. Well, maybe not huge because they do have a lot of brush and stuff there, but if you wanted to make it huge and get rid of some bushes, you could do that.
It's pretty big and no one behind you, basically.
And there's some great pockets on this end of Sarasota that look like this. They're kind of woodsy, almost cabiny. You almost feel like you're living in the country, but it's amazing because you're so close to 75, but still a quick drive to beaches, to downtown. I mean, again, a little further by being east of Tamiami, but you're talking like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's doable. It's a doable drive. And we couldn't tell initially from the pictures, which is kind of an awesome thing, especially given the size of it. But this is actually a villa, which is part of why
it's 500,000.
Yes, that'll like you can get a lot more square footage for the money if you look at being in a villa or a condos usually aren't going to tend to be that big, but a townhome and a villa, absolutely.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this villa too is that if you see the photo down here, that's how we found out instead of reading the description. We saw the photo of the two garages. So one's behind. So this is over here. It's one garage. And then this one right here is the second garage. But it looks really nice.
And let's find out what the HOA fee is there. Because that's a big thing, right? If you're going to pay, for a villa or something like that, you're going to have an HOA. So it's good to know like what that's going to cost and what it's going to include. $808 a month. Probably, I'm going to assume, is including some golf. Let's scroll down.
And with a lot of properties too, when it's a villa, you have a lower price property, but then your HOA fees are going to be higher.
Yeah. And the HOA fee, so it does include a fair amount of things. Cable TV, you've got up the pool, escrow reserve funds, insurance, that's pretty standard. Maintenance of the structure, maintenance of the ground, so it's low maintenance lifestyle, maintenance repairs, pest control, pool maintenance, private road, association. So I'm kind of wondering, it does say also dog park, fitness center, golf. So I would assume that's all included in that. At 808, I would hope so. And this is something like if you want to buy or sell a home with us, like we can go directly to the listing and get the documents to get all the nitty gritty details. A lot of times like Truly and stuff like that's kind of hard to tell.
Or not accurate.
Yeah, so call, text, or email our team if you're interested in moving to the Sarasota area.
941-221-1897. We'd love to help you out.
Yeah, it says 14 miles of walking trails, over 80 lakes, 2 public golf courses and 1 private one, tennis courts, junior Olympic size, swimming pool, pickleball. This area has got a lot of this kind of stuff. So if that's what you're into and you want to have that like, amenities galore kind of lifestyle, that part of Sarasota is a great option.
Yes, and this one is 20 minutes away from the beach and 20 minutes away from the airport as well. So pretty good location.
So next one, we're going really far east Sarasota. It's over here, east of 75. So I think that area, if you can get in the right area where you can get kind of a straight shot over, is awesome because you can actually get to the downtown pretty quickly in a lot of East Sarasota and less hurricane and flood risk, generally speaking. Again, get a hold of us so we can get into some of the details because there's some things that you'll want to consider with that, but a little more insulated from storms and storm surge for sure.
And this one actually has a pool for $500,000. It had a $50,000 price cut.
And it's a 432,480. So We were trying to make sure this isn't a villa, but I don't know. Either that or it might need some work at that price. I do not think that is a villa. It's only $25 a month for the HOA. So if that's accurate, there's no way that's a villa. I mean, you're going to pay at least probably $100 a month. So let's take a look at some of the pictures. It's a little dated, I guess, in some ways for some people.
Yeah.
But I think these kinds of homes are awesome if you slap some paint on them, some more modern colors, and then that stone to me looks amazing. Now, like, I'd almost rather have that than new construction. I just think it has such a unique character to it.
Well, it seems like it was recently updated too.
Yeah, it looks like they got the wood look ceramic tile throughout. It's a pretty good space in here. I mean, it's a big home.
Yeah, kitchen's pretty big too.
Lots of cabinet and counter space.
Trays.
Oh, that's fun with the beams. Some unique details in this.
I like that.
That's really cool with the stone around it. Now the stone on the front of the house kind of like, nah, that kind of goes like I wouldn't touch it because it kind of goes with the back.
Pretty cool.
Makes it feel like a lagoon. I dig it. Yeah, and golf course nearby as well. So nice to have that access. Should we do something a little more towards the downtown?
Yeah, let's do closer.
Let's see what we can find over here. Let's check this one out. 490,000 for a 2.2, 990 square feet. Now that's what's going to happen when you get closer to the downtown.
Yeah, so this is a condo.
Should we check the HOA first?
Yeah.
791.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the case with a lot of condos once you get towards that downtown area, just because you are close to the bay and the water. So like insurance already is going up.
Going to be higher.
And your HOA will cover the exterior maintenance, or the exterior insurance, I should say, and maintenance.
So let's see the inside. Curious. So it is a second floor unit, it seems like.
Small-ish kitchen. Well, we got the washer and dryer in there. We've seen that a few. And that's, again, like when you start getting into these more like, condos where you're paying a lot of money for a small square footage, you're going to get some of the little quirky things like that. We've seen a few that have good layouts where the washing machine's in a little better location.
Although this is not in the kitchen. You can see that's the...
Right. It's just to the side of it.
A little hallway there. Pretty good space though for 900 square feet, and you still get the 2-bed, 2-bath. Yeah,
and I think, you got to know what kind of a buyer you are and what you're looking for out of Sarasota, or anywhere for that matter. I mean, this, you move to this if you want to have the city lifestyle and you want to be able to walk to things. Like, you're paying for location here. You're closer to the downtown. You're closer to the beaches. You're steps from so much stuff to do.
Yeah, and downtown Sarasota is gorgeous, and it's a great area for just walking around, going to a coffee shop, restaurants. There's a Whole Foods there. So everything is within walking distance, and it's a really nice downtown.
Yeah, and there's also a big library. There's little parks and pockets like that. So yeah, it's one of our favorites, I think, in all of Sarasota. Plus, you got the whole Bayfront Marina area too. That's right by that too. Yeah. So you can see the water and some yachts, and maybe have your own yacht there. So yeah, and it seems like they got some, tasteful touches throughout.
Nice. Let's do one more condo, but not in the downtown, just to compare.
Sure. Let's see if we can find one that might be a little trickier. That's a home.
475, 2-bed, 2-bath, not bad.
So this next one is a condo, but it's much further south, almost dipping by the Osprey. You can't see it. It's like right there. Oh, that is it, I think. Yep. No.
Yep.
Looks like the same building. So there's another one in that
for
same
sale,
building.
Yeah.
But
500,000, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,526 square feet, so much bigger. But you're giving up that downtown Sarasota.
811 for your HOA though. Again, it includes pool, fitness center, tennis courts, walking trails, a social calendar. So you're getting a lot of things included on that side of things. Let's take a little bit of a closer look too at, I guess we should have for the last one too. Last one, if I had to guess, I would say included like some water or something along those lines. A lot of times if you can get that bill included in your HOA, it doesn't sting quite as much.
Fitness center. Doesn't say.
It doesn't seem like it's including much according to the listing. Just the pool, escrow reserves, maintenance grounds, and pool maintenance. And a real possibility for both of these too is maybe they're dealing with some assessments.
Yeah, could be.
But I believe this one was only 2 stories.
Yeah. So
that shouldn't be the case for this one.
And that HOA fee actually sounds pretty accurate because you are close to the water. So $800 a month.
That's true.
It's not as high. Well, it is high, but It's very common.
And let's take a look and see what else it looks like.
Looks really nice.
Yeah.
Nice and open, modern.
Some good spaces that are defined yet open. Yeah. This is pretty move-in ready unless you're really opposed to carpet, but that carpet looks like it's in really good shape from what I can tell, at least from the pictures.
Yeah, it could be newer carpet too.
And you're on the first floor with a pond view. So that's a win. Unless you want that second floor view. I guess some people do, but some people don't want to deal with the stairs. Let's see what we can find a little closer to the Lakewood Ranch area without actually being in Lakewood Ranch, maybe. Because that'll put you close to like a lot of shopping and stuff and restaurants and things like that in the UTC area. So a 3.2, 1,600 square feet for $489. Not bad.
Not bad.
And it looks new-ish. I would say that's maybe a 2000s home. And $97 a month for HOA. That's not bad, actually. Pretty good, you know. I'd say depends on the community. It's possible to get something below that, but a lot of times your minimum is around 100.
About 100 a month. And usually you have a pool and sidewalks and street lights.
Yep, it says there's a pool, renovated recreation center, so that's probably brand spanking new. A playground, scenic nature trails, a fishing pier, kayak launch. So that's a lot of activities. And a dock on the Braden River. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And let's just check real quick, see what that HOA includes. Just because, so you guys can kind of see like the difference between a home and a condo and what that HOA is going to get you. So yeah, includes the pool. Wow, maintenance structure. Maintenance grounds, manager, pool maintenance, recreational facilities. So it just includes your pool and then like common areas and common grounds.
Recreational facilities.
Yeah, the recreational facilities that we talked about and pool. So not bad. And then let's take a look and see what it looks like inside. Definitely
Looks like a nice community too.
Very suburban. Pretty open and spacious. Yeah, it's a good amount of space. Really good, actually. Lots of cabinet and counter. I like it when the kitchens are semi-enclosed like that, just because you get so much more walls for cabinets and counters. I feel like it gets you the most out of the space.
It makes more sense.
But, some people want that completely open concept, which then usually you'll lose maybe a wall of cabinets and counter. Just depends, I guess, on the layout, but. And looks like there might have been a pool in the house. So you gotta go use that community pool. You got your own to play with. Yep.
Really nice too with the fountain.
Yeah, right over here. And yeah, a lot of overhang area for shade. Yeah, it's beautiful. Good amount of space too.
Good size for a good price.
And I think that's, the thing to consider too is like what lifestyle you want to live, and based on that, what you're going to get for that price. For if you came down to where we live in Venice and paid that $500,000, you're probably going to get a little bit of a bigger place, and you can maybe get a little closer to our downtown, but it's not as big of a downtown. So, those are all kind of things you got to figure out. And I think that's why getting with a good real estate agent is important. So you can kind of like have a conversation and say, this is what I really want out of living in Florida. And we can kind of help direct you to that, because trying to find stuff like this on Google or Trulia or you name it can be really tough.
Yeah, especially because when you are researching and you're looking at the maps, everything seems to be so close. But then once you're actually driving, you can be like 20-30 minutes away, but in the map it seems like you were right next to it basically. So yes, talking to a realtor that knows the area, it's the best way to find out where you want to be. So
if you're interested in buying or selling in the Sarasota or Venice or Northport or Inglewood areas, call, text, or email our team. We also serve the Orlando Metro. 941-221-1897. We'd love to help you out. We've helped a lot of people move to the area.
Hit the like button if you found the video helpful, and
live breezy.